I have fibromyalgia. I've had it for 25 years, and during that time I've learned to live with it. But today I woke up and I had the brain fog. Well, they call it brain fog, but it's more like having a break of a brain behind your eyes. It's painful and it really slows you up. So how do I manage on bad days like this? On low energy days, I adjust what I'm going to do. I'm flexible. I'll make sure that I do as much of my morning routine as I can. I always go outside for a little bit, and I might spend a little bit more time in the garden. If I need to nap, I will nap. And I would do low energy tasks if I've got some work to do for the channel. So I might read some emails, and that might be all I do for that day. I may go through my action list and see if there's any easy wins on there that I can pick up that will actually help me with my energy levels, say like creating something. And I take care of myself. My health comes first, because without my health, there's no garden, there's no YouTube channel, there's no connection with family, there's no social life, there's no enjoying your hobbies. So my health really is the foundation, not just for me, but for our entire family. So how I take care of my physical health on these days is to make sure I eat something that will be comforting or good for me. So it could be something like a good salad or some fruit. Another one of my wellness tools is talking to someone. So if I'm having a bad day, I'll always sit down with my husband or my son and just say, look, this is how I'm feeling today. They can then help me with what I actually need for that day. And that is part of creating a wellness plan. When I created my first one, I found it really valuable to be able to say, when I'm not well, this is what I need from people around me. And they really valued having that information. As I've had this condition for 25 years, I have actually adjusted my life around it. And that might not sound like a positive thing, but what it has meant is that I can keep functioning. I have been able to start a business, run a business, look after my family, cared for my elders, cared for my community, and looked after our home, while still having this condition that gives me bad days and good days. So how have I adjusted my life and how I prepare for this condition? I'm just going to give you a few tips. There's a lot to it. But first of all, I made sure that when I did my wellness plan, my family knew about it. As I said before, people around you, your loved ones, need to know what you need at those times. And that just helps you get back on your feet a lot quicker than perhaps you would do if you were withdrawn, went into yourself, and didn't tell anyone that you're having a bad day. I have regular routines, daily ones and weekly ones, things that I do without thinking. So I will always get up and do my stretches. I will have my lemon water. I will do a short walk to get myself moving. We have meals at a particular time and we have them early so that I can do some intermittent fasting. So I fast for about 14 to 16 hours overnight, and that helps me manage my condition also. In my life generally, I now prioritise my wellness tools and the things that give me energy and appropriate rest. I've always been a bit of a workaholic, but I've learned, especially over the last few years, to balance things out and to spend just as much time on recreational activities, the things I enjoy, because that's what life's about. It's about living and being happy. So I prioritise those things that give me energy, and they can be anything from going out and having a coffee with a friend to sitting down and reading a book on a Sunday morning, whatever it is that works for you. So one of the main factors for me being active and functional still with this condition for so long is that I plan and I plan and I plan. And I use tools to help me do that. So one tool is my husband. He puts everything in the diary. So the diary is the actual tool. And I know what I'm doing each day, whether I'm going out, whether I have an appointment or not. I plan my social outings so that I don't have two occasions together. Sometimes that can't be helped, but then I know I'm going to need an extra day to recover afterwards. I will balance my work with my energy levels as well. So I aim only at the moment to work in the afternoons because I save my mornings for my health and my morning routine. When I've got tasks to do or things that I really want to do, not just work tasks, I create lists. So I might have a list for this week that says, harvest the spinach, create a YouTube video, do a jigsaw puzzle. My list will always be short because I don't want to overwhelm myself at all. So I do short lists and I try and do those things. And if my health doesn't allow it, it doesn't allow it. It doesn't matter. The most important thing you have to remember, and it's something that I practice all the time, is that I'm not hard on myself. If you have a long-term condition, you're going to have bad days. Worrying, feeling guilty, feeling ashamed for being in that position is not going to help you whatsoever. Your energy would be better spent on trying to keep yourself healthy, focusing on the things you love to do. So that's how I've planned my life around my condition. I have good routines that suit my condition. And that'll work for me. I prioritise the things that make me feel well and the things that give me energy. I plan, I use diaries and tools and even AI to help me do that planning. And above all, I'm not hard on myself. So as I wrap up this video, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. Living with fibromyalgia can be challenging, but it's important to remember that we're not alone. By sharing my routines and strategies, I hope to inspire and support those of you who might be facing similar challenges. Remember, it's okay to have bad days. Be kind to yourself and allow yourself the grace to rest and recharge. It's not about perfection, it's about progress and finding what works for you and your life. Your support means the world to me, and together we can build a community that uplifts and empowers each other. That's my aim. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, commenting and sharing and subscribing to the channel. Your engagement helps me continue creating content that matters. Thank you for being here, and remember, your worth is not defined by your challenges. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.